Now it's time for our special presentation, and this one is about Maharishi School in Reservoir, Melbourne. I was there just before coming down to MUM and met up with the head of consciousness-based education, the director for Australia, and this is what Frances Clark had to say. We had a wonderful time with the young kids. Take a look. Why did you want to come to this school?
Just because my old school was a little bit rough and this school just sounds much calmer and nicer than my old, and also from the meditation mainly.
So welcome to Maharishi School. I'm Frances Clark. I'm the Director of Consciousness-Based Education for Australia, and it's my delight to show you some of the features of our school. So this school, Maharishi School, has been established to provide consciousness-based education for all the students here. And the main aspects of that are for children under 10, a word of wisdom practice. And those 10 and over, they have their transcendental meditation, which they practice at the beginning and the end of every day. Another feature of consciousness-based education is the SCI program. So the students study 16 principles, like the nature of life is to grow. So they study that in their own lives, they see their own growth, they look at it in the world around them. Depending on their age, they might be looking at the growth of animals. The older students may look at the growth of a civilization. They also integrate the whole of the curriculum that is based on state curriculum for Victoria with that consciousness-based education. So it connects the knower with what they're learning and makes it more relevant, and they enjoy their studies a lot more. I think probably the way education is going today, it's a very stressful area to be in for the teachers, for the parents and for the students. And here our focus is on stress-free learning. The students just really look out for each other, they respect each other and they enjoy each other's successes. The parents all know their children love being here, they love to come to school every day. Some of them want to come on the weekends as well, so that brings great delight to the parents to know that when they drop their children off, they'll be safe and they'll be happy. One of the programs we have here is to allow all our Year 6 students to take a leadership role, and that gives them a great sense of who they are, and also that I think in high schools a lot of people flow with the peers and that peer group pressure has a lot of power. But these students are so strong, so resilient that they actually take out leadership roles when they go to high school as well. Since we came to this area of town, Reservoir, we've had 4 building projects, and each one has placed another Stapachave building for the children to develop most fully in their learning, so have nature support for their learning. So we now have 3 beautiful buildings, and all children are housed in these structures that support learning. The final one that was only completed this term is just beautiful, and also houses all the administration, which means that it brings that greater efficiency to the direction the school's taking now. We've just purchased the block next door, which gives us much needed playing space, so the children will be able to go out and kick balls and run around more than they have been able to do this year. We started in 1997 with 22 students, and we now have 97 students. So just in the last few years, it's been a fairly rapid growth. We're just primary school, and of course we always have the desire to go into secondary, where the children will gain more benefit from, especially if they're going on to become siddhas and doing some of the advanced techniques. I think that's where we could have a greater impact on the community that we're in and on the lives of those children and their families. We do have to get land to be able to provide that, but there's so many parents who are asking me every day, do you think you'll have a high school by 2017? Is it possible? So, and at the end of each year, the students, when they graduate, they just don't want to leave. They just wish they could stay on here.
Maharishi School!